To ensure the quality of the network, DB Netz AG implements the most extensive investment program so far by acquiring a new fleet of maintenance vehicles. For the first time, Plasser and Theurer built track maintenance machines meeting the high requirements for motor vehicles. We made this possible with the highest level of manufacturing quality in series. The first machine under the framework contract, the GMTZ self-propelled track recording car, was handed over to DB Netz AG at the InnoTrans in September 2014. This project is in a class of its own, as we were able to complete it within 22 months. Now I may officially hand over the vehicle. In the MIST project of DB Netz AG, Plasser and Theurer's offer stood out from the competition, so the decision was made in favor of a supplier who has been in a successful business relationship with us for more than 50 years. Plasser and Theurer is currently listed as a Q1 supplier of DB and has the expertise required to develop, manufacture and supply auxiliary vehicles on time. The customer specifications, a product requirements document listing 4,000 items and references to standards, and standards normally required for motor vehicles. The riding comfort, for instance, is ensured by air-sprung bogies. In the manufacturing process, 7 quality gates must be passed and fully documented precisely on schedule. It's the core responsibility of DB Netz AG to provide around 400 railway undertakings with a high-quality infrastructure and to ensure a high level of availability to enable them to operate it. To perform the relevant maintenance works, we look for machines that enable implementing a forward-thinking and demand-responsive maintenance strategy. To design the ideal product, our designers and engineers intensively examined the comprehensive requirements and discussed a great number of differing technical solutions. Thanks to the use of standardized components in the differing vehicles, we expect savings potential in maintenance costs, spare parts stocking and training of the operating staff. The quality inspection checklist for each machine comprises around 1,300 items. Plasser and Theurer ensures the high quality of components purchased from other suppliers by supplier audits, first sample tests and test series carried out by independent institutions. During testing of the laminated safety glass, the front windows had to withstand a projectile hitting them at 350 km/h. However, Plasser and Theurer manufactures the far greater part of the components in-house in Linz. The highly qualified expert personnel of Plasser and Theurer perfectly fulfilled the quality requirements set by Deutsche Bahn for the manufacture of the machines. The supplier was able to implement changes as far as possible both during design and manufacture. In the welding shop, the massive components for the frames and bogies are produced. Together with the Quality Assurance Department of DB AG, we regularly check each step of production. The assembly of the cabins demands absolute precision. Their design corresponds to that of modern high-capacity trains, allowing relative passing speeds of 440 km/h. Once the welding and grinding works have been completed, the cabin's next stop is in the paint shop. In a complex process taking up to 9 days, the machine is primed, filled, ground and painted. Our experts regularly check and record the adhesive properties and the thickness of the layers. Following the assembly of the cabin and the undercarriage frame, our experts install the mechanical and the electrical components. It goes without saying that we diligently check and document each stage of the manufacturing process together with the Quality Assurance Department of DB AG. We recheck all the cable harnesses. Small adjustments are still possible as the machine is still in the factory. When testing the sanding unit, we measure the precise amount of sand discharged. Using the sprinkling plant, we test the impermeability of the cabin and the glazing. The first vehicle of each vehicle type is subjected to comprehensive test runs. This is a requirement for approval, even though there is no series production at Plasser Theurer. For sound level measurements, working operation in a tunnel is simulated. The anti-skid test is a braking test performed under special conditions. A soap solution is applied to the rails to test the anti-skid protection of the braking system. Plasser Theurer made it possible to implement today's requirements for standard railway vehicles, also for auxiliary vehicles for the first time. In the course of the project, 7 quality gates were successfully passed at the set time. The vehicles supplied met all specifications and passed the 7 quality gates successfully. Now they can be put into operation on the network of DB Netz AG. Manufacturing quality in series, our contribution to a safe and competitive railway network.